And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Rockhound channel. My name's William. It is just about 5 o'clock here on a Friday. Sun's just about to start peeking out here in another hour. And I figured I'd better kind of let you all in on what I was doing the last couple of weeks. Well, as you see in front of you there, I've been working on some stone. Trying to get some of this stuff squared away. Winter is coming shortly. So on today's episode, it's about freehand stone cuts, which means freehand faceting. I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to show you what I mean. So each one of these stones that you see up here are all a different kind of shape, but they all kind of share the same characteristics. Those ones here are all within the parameters of like a baguette cut. So those are the square style cuts. Roughly about, I think it's like 20 facets altogether. Depends on how creative you get. Basically, freehand faceting, you are the boss. It's it's one of those one of a kind pieces that folks just can't get from another store. And that's what's the most important part about doing this kind of work in lapidary. Today's machines that I'll be working, of course, if you're all new to my channel, is the inland swap top. Let me show you what that looks like here. Zoom back out. Machine here like this. I'm not sure if you can still pick them up at Inland. I think I paid like roughly about 800 bucks. It came with 3 other tops to it, plus the saw system. Definitely a decent starter if you're really not wanting to put a lot of money into things. Variable speed motor to a point where it's almost too excessive for this machine because it really starts dancing when it gets really going. And then over here on my other side, I do have another machine that I will be running today for the finishing polishing. This here is the Graves Mark IV Fastener. This one's a bit on the spendy side, roughly about, it was between $1,200 to about $2,500. I turned around and got the premium package, which comes with dual heads. The one that's on there right now is the regular dial, and I enjoy using those ones a little bit more than the digital. The only time I ever use a digital is when I'm getting into the real super fine facets, the real tiny stones. It really works out for those particular projects. This one here will be strictly used for our primary cuts, which go down to the primary polishing process. So I'm going to take all these. As you can see, some of these have already been finished down to about 600 grit. So from here on forward, I'm going to take 1200s here, move it back over to 3000s over here. So I want to be sure that I'm taking down the very minimal of every facet. That's the biggest thing there. No stone is going to be the same. So like I said before, you are the boss. You make this of a one-of-a-kind piece. Facet cuts done freehand are supposed to be unique. You can choose, any particular stone. I love fluorite when I start off because I'm usually rusty after not being able to do it for the last couple months or weeks, whatever. So it's a good stone to just get back into the swing of things. It's relatively soft. It's about a 4, 4.5, upwards to about a 6, depending on how rich that actual fluorite is. So this is Octahedral Fluorite. This stuff here is from Colorado. It's banded. You can find it in all sorts of colors. If you're new to this, if you're a local around here in Wisconsin, Bernie's Rock Shop in Madison. I think it's in Johnson Street, I believe. Definitely a good place to pick up some starter chunks. I love working there and getting all this stuff there. So, like I said before, we're going to go ahead and get these started within the next, I'm going to probably get a nap in real quick before I even get going again. These ones were roughly about 2.5 weeks ago that I got going. So they're going to go ahead, like I said, we're going to go from 1200s here at the inland, back to 3000s, over back onto the graves. I'm going to go ahead and keep it on the graves, go to 10,000s immediately, and then I'm going to take a leather pad onto the inland and take some of the smaller facets and get them to their brilliant polish, return back to the graves, and go on with felt. Our main polishing product is called tin oxide. It's a great polish compound for any kind of stones from 4 on up above to about 7.5, depending on what kind of stone. If it's just lapidary, it's a great polish for you. If it's something along the lines of a fine gemstone, you're going to want to use cerium oxide or some kind of a diamond paste. I've got a few of those here with me, and they range in prices and different kinds that you can pick up. Now, I've got some that go all the way up to 100,000 mesh. That's 10 grain. And some go all the way down to about, let's see what I got here. This one was, I got 8,000s, and then I got 50,000s, and then 20,000s. Let me show you those real quick here. That's what those are. You can pick those up at, I believe Bernie may have them. I don't remember anymore. Those ones I actually picked up direct from my Graves catalog here. Definitely want to look into getting that if you plan on picking up the Graves Mark IV. It's got a good starter book with it. It's just the basics on fastening. Now, to recap on some things that I was doing other than that, I did get a chance to go out to the honey hole. I wanted to iterate on that. Not a bad haul. It could have been better, but I do have some down there. Not too bad. I got some stone in there that I got to look over. I didn't sift it too much. Been kind of in the midst of remodding up everything here in the shop. So I will have a video on the panning process once I get done with all the stonework. And then after that, you guys will be able to see the finished product in a second video with these. And then once I'm done with these ones, I'll go on into quartz, and then probably work into another good stone that I love working with is sodalite. And you'll see you'll hear the difference, you'll see the difference, and then when you get a chance to work them, you'll definitely feel the difference in how they cut and how they act with the plates. So until then, guys, this is the Rockhound. I will have a second video to this. This is part 1 of freehand stone cuts, freehand faceting. I'll see you guys in a bit.